We're women of faith with wisdom and grit, still figuring things out and laughing through it. Dating, healing, finding our niche. We're emotionally available-ish.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Emotionally Available-ish. I am Jada.
And I'm Valerie, and today we are discussing friendships.
Yeah, so friendships is something that's very dear to us. When we're younger, we think about we have friends, not realizing that they're not really friends. It's really more so associates or people that we just kind of hang around. But the older we get, especially in our age range, now we understand the significance of what friendship really means and what it really is.
Yes.
How do you have any really close friends, Val?
I have, I have friends. It's so crazy because I have three really close friends that I've had for over 20 years.
Wow.
And even though we're in different walks of our life, but we are still really close. Like, we don't talk every day. And it's so crazy because we may talk once a month or once every 2 months. And then once we talk, it just picks back up like we never even stopped talking. You know, I have a really close friend in North Carolina, actually one that lives here that I don't even see often. She's literally probably 45 minutes from me. I know I talk to her during the week on her way to work, but I don't see her as often. And then I have one in Virginia that are really, really good friends, and that we just, it just goes back. It's just one of those friendships that you cherish. And I do have some amazing friends here that I met through Limitless. You is one of them.
Thank you.
And some amazing coworkers. But absolutely, because with friendships, I think back to in high school, like you said, you know, you have friends. It was easy to have friends in school, easy to have friends in college. And then once you become an adult, especially at this age, 45 plus, that's right.
I'm 48, Valerie. Valerie insists on making me 50 plus, you all. She swears I'm way older than I am. So please tell her that I am young.
She's young. So 45 plus, I would say, you know, a lot of my friends are still, you know, they're married with children, grandchildren. So life gets busy.
Sure.
And it's hard to maintain those relationships because people are busy. People have husbands. People are out doing things, spending time with their kids and their families and stuff. And, you know, for the single people that this age, it's hard to maintain those relationships too, because you're still busy, even though you may not have a spouse, but you're still busy just living and doing life.
I agree. And that's the same with me. I still have friends. When I was in high school, at the time, I would say friends, but I wouldn't necessarily say now that they were actually true friends. I had more of associates. But you know, as you said, we are younger, so we just say friends. I didn't really identify having true friendships until I went to Tuskegee University when I graduated. Okay. And I have those same friends today. We are still best friends for 20 plus years. And that's so weird to say that I've known somebody for 20 plus years, but we have been friends, and it's in similar fashion. Like, we don't necessarily speak every day, and we have not actually seen each other in probably like a couple months. And we used to make it a rule that we would have to see each other every so often, or monthly or weekly or something like that. But now, again, as you said, with families, children, life itself, we don't see each other like that. We talk, but no matter where we leave off, when we do speak, it goes right back to where we left off. And I have another friend who I actually work with, and she and I have been friends now for, oh my God. Oh man, I think now like 10 plus years. It doesn't even seem like it's been that long, but I think now it's, well, probably over 10 to 15 years. But she and I have become closer because we work together, and she's become a best friend. And something ironic that I would have never thought about, my mom has actually become one of my best friends. Growing up, I would never say my mom would be a best friend to me, because I just was like, my mom was a true disciplinarian. She was very strict. She did not play about God. She did not play about church. I didn't want to hear all that, right? My mom was that old school church mom who every morning we would wake up to my mom speaking in tongues, my mom walking around the house praying. I'm just like, I just want to go to sleep. Not realizing the seed that she was implanting into me and my brother. And I'm grateful for it now, but she is one of my best friends as well. And so this subject, this topic that we're talking about today, actually is really meaningful to me, because friendships are very important. And even as you said as well, the friends I've acquired with you, the friendship with you, like people I've met at Limitless that I never thought I would meet or even be friends with, has been substantial to me. So I appreciate you, Valerie, for being my friend.
So let me ask you this. Did you lose any friends after you got divorced?
You know what? Not after my divorce, but I did lose friends. A couple intentionally, per se, because when I got older, our lives just were no longer the same. We were not on the same wavelength, should I say. So there were friendships that I had to kind of cut off. And even to this day, I would still do whatever I needed to. I still love the person. There's nothing I wouldn't do. But yeah, there were friendships that I had to cut off. Have you ever had to do that?
You know, I did. I don't think I lost friends after the divorce. I think I intentionally disconnected from people after the divorce. People that were in our lives together, I intentionally disconnected because that was such a hard time, a hard season for me. And I just wanted to disconnect with everything and everybody attached to that season. And so I did not maintain those relationships. A few of them I still have today, but the majority of them I don't have. And, you know, it's that's the hard part is some people taking sides.
Oh, absolutely.
In a divorce, you know, you don't know what happened in the relationship. You can only see highlight reels.
That's right.
And then you decide you're going to take a side. This one may not be telling the truth. This one may tell half of the truth.
There you go.
But I always try to stay neutral. Even when I know if my friends are walking through a divorce, I try to stay neutral. I don't really have an opinion either here or there. And everybody knows me. I'm pretty transparent. So if you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
Yes, you will.
It's that I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. And I cherish those kind of friendships. I have this one friend, she does that. And she's not so much, she loves God, but she's not in the church. And it makes it nice because I can go to her with something because she doesn't have that connection. So it makes it so much easier that she can give me her honest opinion.
Sure. That definitely.
And I cherish those relationships.
I agree. I love that because that's the difference with my friendships as well. With one of my friends, she's very transparent. She does very well with telling you, how the old people would say, telling you like it is, but still loving you enough to cherish who you are, to also see your weaknesses and your strengths. But similar to you, very fair. And that's something I tell you all the time. You were one of the most fairest people I know. Even if it is a friend, it doesn't matter. If they're wrong, you're going to tell them they're wrong. If they're right, you're very clear about telling them that they're right. But you always do it in such a loving manner. Even though you are like, a little rough, you're going to always be true and fair. And I love that about you.
Let me ask you this. Okay. Do you find it hard at this age making friends, making new friends, or inviting people to be friends in your circle? I do, because I'm definitely now way more intentional about my friendships, because I don't just say I'm a friend to anybody. I'm definitely more intentional. What about you? I say the same thing, and I'm a little more. I'm gonna watch you first. Yes. Before I invite you in as a friend, like I have a ton of associates, but as a friend, I'm gonna watch you first, and because I want to see, because I really cherish my relationships with people. I've been burned, we all have been burned, and just things that happened in the past that you were ace boon coon down for each other, go to bat, fight for one another, and then all of a sudden they gone. They stop talking to you. No reason. No reason at all. They just stop talking to you. So those relationships I do cherish, and I just don't let anybody in. But this has been fun.
This has been a great subject, and we'll probably have to come back to this. But it has been amazing talking about friendships, and maybe this is a time for you and your friends to talk about it, and even just yourself, discuss within yourself, who are my true friends? Is friendship really real to me? Am I being intentional about my friendships? Something for you to think about. I'm Jada.
And I am Valerie, and this is Emotionally Available-ish.